Yo, cousin, I'm so excited to make this video for you today. We're gonna be doing a little bit of a tour, and we're gonna do a tour of my whole desk setup, my creative space, and where I do all my hobby stuff, like building gunplay kits, mainly Valorant.
I'm gonna leer.
Oh! This is my first time ever making a video just like this, and I want to share this little piece of my life with you. So, to the tour. When you first walk in, this is what it looks like. Hey, not too bad. Don't mind the mess. Okay, I know this is crazy, it's bad, but trust me, I did another video. I was recording basically the monitor arms for this desk, and oh God, it was a mess. So this is the aftermath of that. It looks nice over here. I mean, kind of bad here, but nice over here, right? Let's walk through the space, shall we? Okay, so here, the main area. This is where I spend most of my time. I got two monitors. They're on gas arms. I just actually swapped them out from this dual monitor arm from Vivo. I will put links to these gas arms, but they have been so nice. They were like 35 bucks each on Black Friday. And so I had to pick them up. I was like, okay, 70 bucks, not bad. Let's see how it does. And yeah, it's just, I don't know, being able to like lift it to whatever height I want, and just, there's so much flexibility on it. Okay, well, need two hands for that. And oh God, now it's tilted. Okay, and yeah, I don't know, it just feels great. And it looks pretty clean too. Like you don't see much clutter now with it. And I'm just super happy about this purchase. And again, links, I'll put it down below. My main monitor is this Asus monitor, mainly used for gaming. Color-wise, I don't know if it's quite there yet, but I try to do most of my work on it, and it's got me to where I am today, so it works. It's about 144 Hertz. I don't remember what model, I'll look it up, but there's a couple display ports on the back, HDMI, yada yada. The other monitor is a BenQ monitor that I got from work. So I have one here, and then one over here, which is using for my filming setup, which I'll get to. And on top of my Asus monitor is this monitor light. What brand is this again? Okay, it's a Melifo light bar, okay? I don't have a BenQ. I'm not made of $1 million. This was my cheaper alternative. I think it was about like $60, $70, or maybe 60 bucks. I might have bought this on Black Friday sale, so like last year sometime. Works really well, you know, just like touch controls. I can control the temperature, the brightness, and stuff like that. Comes with this little control puck, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it works really nice. And actually, they're talking about lighting. There is a Govee wall light. To the left here is my main key light for my videos. It is the Amaran 60XS. It's a bicolor light, so you can do, you know, cool and warm temperatures. Very strong, I will say. And I bought a lantern modifier. I think I'm gonna change it to a Light Dome SE maybe, because I'm not really gonna be moving this out of my place at all. It's just gonna sit there. The reason why I wanna get the light dome is because I want more of a controlled light. I don't want, because this lantern, even though I have the skirt on, the light kind of spills everywhere. And I want a specific look for like talking head videos, and changing that to a dome, I think is gonna be a nice touch. And talking about light, you got this big window. So when I'm working from home, it's just so nice. The light just spills into the room, fills up the space. And right now it's winter, okay? And if you're in Canada, you know how winters can get, okay? We get like 6 hours of, you know, decent sunlight, then from 3 o'clock to like 4 o'clock, boom, it's gone. But I do get to enjoy it a couple days out of the week when I'm working from home, Mondays and Fridays, and so it's kind of nice. And on my desk is my new M4 MacBook Pro. There's a Max chip in there, 64 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. There's other fun stuff. I'm gonna be making a video on this very soon. I also did an unboxing video, so if you want to see that, I'm gonna put a card right here. Cool. And just some other things that are on my desk. There's like an AE86 mod kit that I built. There's some like, these are artificial plants, okay? These are not real. There's a JoJo 3D print that I got from a good friend of mine at my last job. He made that for me, was super stoked about it, and it stays on my desk. Okay, really quick, because I started editing this video and I didn't even talk about this and this. So this is my keyboard. I have the Epiphone Maker, okay, TH80SE. Great keyboard. I've had it for about a year or two now, and it's held up. Such a great value for the price that I paid. Probably about $100 Canadian, and keys sound great. Build quality is pretty solid. It has a knob, love that. It also has Bluetooth capabilities, and I can Bluetooth this to my Mac and also connect it to my PC, which is underneath. It also has Windows and Mac modes, so that's very helpful to have, but it does get a little confusing, and when I go back and forth, I'm finding myself hitting this to be command when that's alt, and then this control when that's actually, yeah. Anyways, Logitech MX Master 3S, love this mouse. This mouse is so good. If you have the funds to buy this, I highly recommend this if you love editing, because the side scroll wheel, huge game changer. Just being able to like go through a timeline and side scroll is great. Yeah, there's that. And I also have my gaming mouse, the wired mouse. I want to go wireless soon, but this is the Endgame XM1R mouse, recommended to me by my friend about like 3 years ago, and I've had it since. The clicks sound great. It's solid, high precision mouse, and just really love it. And I think there's a wireless version. It's about $100 on Amazon right now, so eventually I think I might just buy that, or I don't know, G Pro Superlight, maybe? We'll see. All the other stuff on my desk is actually connected to my main gaming PC. I used to use this for all my content before, and editing and gaming, so everything was all in one. But now that I have my MacBook, I can do all the editing on there, and I can just leave gaming with my gaming. Graphics card, 3090 RTX. The processor is a i9 9900K CPU, about 64 gigs of RAM, 4 terabytes of storage inside. So, yeah. That's basically my desk. Bill management is kind of sus, but we don't talk about it. We'll get there. We're working on it. Don't worry. This whole room is a work in progress. So, yeah. And I don't know if I talked about this already, but my wallpapers, man. Wallpapers? Wall art. Hey, my prints. I recently got this print from Comic-Con. I was so stoked about it. I saw it, I needed to have it, and I knew I wanted it up. It's about like 27 by 40. That's the dimensions. And if you can tell, if you know, you know. If you're a Gundam fan, RX-78-2, the grandfather, the granddaddy, grandpapa. And beside it is this other print from one of my favorite artists. Shout out to Drin. He has such a unique style, and I just love this here, and it looks good here. This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Season 3 specifically, Stardust Crusaders, with all the main characters. My boy Jotaro. Oh my gosh. My man. Okay. So, let's talk about this side of the room, all right? It's a bit of a mess, okay? I know, I get it. It doesn't look good, but we're working on it. I'm gonna figure this out, kind of a work in progress, because I want this to be my main filming setup, where I can put a ball head mount for my camera on there, set up my camera there, so it's not on a tripod anymore. And it could be like a permanent setup where I just have it there and click record and go. And right now there's the other BenQ monitor I mentioned, currently plugged in with a micro HDMI to my A7 III. This IKEA desk that I have here is, okay, I got it from Facebook Marketplace for about like $100. And yeah, it's served me well. I've had it for like a few of my setups before I upgraded my desk to this Carlby tabletop with the Idis, I think that's what it's called, Idison legs. It's not a sit-stand desk. I really want a sit-stand desk, and I think eventually I'll get there, but they're just so expensive. So this works for my needs right now. And there's an Alex drawer that came with the desk originally. With also the other legs that I have, I need to get rid of that. And I just put some other legs that I screwed in and mounted on the right side there. And look, more prints. Yeah, and then, you know, IKEA pegboards with some accessories. I need to clean this all up. I'm trying to scale back a bit because, you know, really less is more. But at this side of the room, more feels like more. And I'm just, I don't know, I'm not too worried about the aesthetics there, more so here, right? In this corner, I have all of like my collectibles and figures and everything that I collect. Everything from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure figures down at the bottom. I got some Guyver. Holy crap, if you know that. Yo, if you know, you know. There's Exodia there and some more Gundam kits. And ooh, Gurren Lagann. Okay, my favorite, my all-time favorite anime. You guys need to watch it if you haven't watched it yet. So check it out. And then there's War Greymon. Ooh, this was like one of my favorite kits to ever have and build. So good. And woo, my boy Jotaro sitting pretty. Look at that pose. I got this at Comic-Con. Pretty penny, I will say. My cousins, oh my goodness, they basically peer pressured me into buying this. I've been looking for this figure for so long. There's a whole story behind it, and it was just the perfect time, the perfect place. I was looking to spend some money, and I got it. And so, beautiful figure. And then just some more stuff up there. There's like some more prints from one of my favorite artists. It's Birdie, he's up there. There's a Kuma like canvas back there. Guitar figure, Thor's hammer, you see it all there. And look at that, my banana light and my Epiphone guitar, which is hanging just on the wall here. I used to play at my local church for many, many years. Like a good decade of my life was dedicated to, you know, serving God and playing music and being in the house of the Lord and doing worship. And I like to pick it up once in a while, plug it into my mixer over here, plug my headphones in and just jam. Kind of nice, so I like to have it here. And that's basically the whole space, but there's this corner too. I think eventually I want to figure out a storage solution for all this stuff. Like I see on Pinterest and videos that I've seen, some people, they have like the Husky workbench, I think would be really nice. So I could put a lot of the clutter away and store it away. Yeah, there's just so much going on here. I don't know what to do with it. And it's a work in progress again. I think like as your setup changes and as you change as a person, it's like you go through so many transformations that where you first started is like, you know, will look completely different for you where you end up. And looking at my whole desk setup as a whole for the past decade that I've been trying to build this, it has changed constantly. Yeah, and you just gotta be patient. You gotta take things one step at a time. And here are my backlog kits that I haven't built yet. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to get to it, okay? I just don't have time anymore. And I'm actually selling a bunch of these today. They're going to a new home, to someone who's actually gonna take the time to build it instead of it just collecting dust up here. But yeah, a lot of my favorite things that I like to, as you can see, it's like to build, and it's from things that I love, like Digimon, Gurren Lagann, Yu-Gi-Oh, everything. So that's all there. I have a bunch of, if you haven't already noticed, I collect a lot of Pokemon cards. There's some premium collections up there. There's like some ETVs with all my favorite cards are in there. I got binders up in here. There's so much. There's like in the corner in the bottom left there, it's all bulk and stuff. And there's like sealed product or some ETBs, yada yada. But that is that corner. Eventually I'll figure it out. Like I think maybe I can do like some cool black IKEA pegboards there. Hang stuff up, cables, you know, my gimbal, hang it up there. Soon enough. Yeah. That's, in a nutshell, that's basically the whole thing. That's the whole setup. if there's any questions that you have for me, for anything in my setup that you want to learn more about, let me know. There's a lot of things that I probably missed that because my brain is just going at 1,000,000 miles an hour. My undiagnosed ADHD brain, I see one thing and I'm like, oh, I want to talk about this. I see another thing, oh, I want to talk about that. But yeah, this is the 2024, as you could say, gaming productivity setup tour for my content creation space. And I'm proud of it. I'm happy with where it's been and what I've been able to create slowly, progressively over time. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go watch some anime. Sounds like a good idea. Peace, cousin. Stay blessed.